My name is Dr. Eric Warren, chiropractor and acupuncture provider here at Grand Itasca. So acupuncture is a medical treatment where we use needles, typically thin metallic needles where we place them various points along the body. A couple different ways to kind of look at what it is or how it works, traditional Chinese medicine and then more kind of the modern medical model. Traditional Chinese medicine, the points are placed following acupuncture points on meridian pathways or energy pathways in the body. More of the modern medical side of the house, we are still following the same map of the meridians and the acupuncture points, but trying to focus more on nerves or different muscle myofascial components of the injury. So how acupuncture works, again, looking at it from two schools of thought, the Chinese medical background, more the modern medical. So when the needle gets placed in the Chinese medical theory, it's much more of the movement of qi or energy. And whenever there's a stagnation in the body, there's pain, there's dysfunction there, placing the needle frees up the qi, allows the body to flow, move more naturally. Looking at it from more of the modern medical side of the house, when the needle gets placed, the muscle tends to wrestle around it, which then can cause relaxation. Also too, it causes vasodilation, so increase of blood flow, release of all the little body's painkillers, and also too, just very overall relaxing effect to the body. So different conditions and injuries that benefit, obviously pain, as far as where you point to a spot that hurts, more often than not, acupuncture can be used pretty successfully to help with that. We've also used it to help people with different neuropathies, so different shooting pains into the hands, feet, different muscle spasms. If you get a tennis elbow or a golfer's elbow, that can also help out with those different types of issues as well. So yeah, typically a course of acupuncture treatment will depend on what we're trying to treat, especially with orthopedics and sports injuries, things like that. Typically that responds within about 6 to 8 visits. A trial of care typically runs about 4 visits. Obviously that could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, but that's very typical is what we see. So needles, when we place the needles tend to stay in for 15 to 20 minutes, and that's about the recommended length for the body to be able to do all the little things it needs to be able to respond to the needle placement. Treatment times will kind of vary to about, we recommend about a half hour to come in for your appointment, go through what we need to, and then the treatment itself. I always get asked about, do the needles hurt or not? Very rarely. We try not to cause any pain or problems. Sometimes there might be a little discomfort. Obviously, we'll try to give you a heads up beforehand. However, if there is any discomfort that you notice, don't be afraid to tell us about it, because again, the big thing that we're trying to do with this treatment is to allow the body to relax, to be able to heal, not so much go in and cause more pain. So yes, there are patients that I'm a little more hesitant to do acupuncture with, and obviously, patients who are afraid of needles, probably not the best person to come in for this trial. If you have any sort of an active infection, if you have cancer, if you have clotting disorders, things like that, we want to be very, very cautious of it, because this will sometimes disrupt some of those different problems that you have. All age ranges are okay for acupuncture. Obviously not keen on trying to needle an infant or somebody very young, because everybody's very active, but because during the course of treatment you need to be pretty relaxed, pretty still. But as far as is there any contraindications to doing it for an infant, none that I'm aware of. I would say that acupuncture alone is not enough to help stave away getting a total joint, but used in conjunction with physical therapy, proper diet and exercise, chiropractic could be another alternative. Acupuncture can be another piece to help incorporate to the treatment process. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital. Your health is our specialty.